Hello everyone, my name is LC, and today's video will be a what you need to know guide about Warframe Mobile. The game releases in under 2 months, so I wanted to make this video for the beginners out there who are just starting Warframe Mobile or just hearing about Warframe Mobile, as well as just some new Warframe players in general. Even though I myself am a slight beginner, I've been playing the game for a year, but I still count myself as a beginner because I'm still learning stuff that I never thought I learned every single day. So some of the tips will revolve around Warframe Mobile, and some of the other tips will revolve around Warframe itself, but it does pertain to both, because nothing much is really different between Warframe Mobile and Warframe itself. It's mainly just different devices. But some things are with a twist, a tiny bit, but it's too small for me to gather right now. So what I do recommend is watch some videos on just regular Warframe and then watch some Warframe Mobile videos and see if you can spot the two, because it's very minuscule, and again, someone like me, a beginner like me, is not gonna know right off the bat. Okay, you guys are driving me crazy in my comment sections. I don't know anymore. I'm just joking with you guys, I am. But with that being said, let's get right into it. When you're first starting Warframe Mobile, it is incredibly important that you make sure you know one thing right when you start away, and that's to take your time. This game is very keen on you taking your time with this, because this game, it does not require you to beat the game in one day. It's not like that at all. This game constantly gets updates. The game has been going on for over 10 years. That is literally insane. So again, you do not need to beat this in a month span. I mean, if you want to, like, as a speed run, then I'm not going to judge you. But you don't need to do all that. You need to just take your time and just really embrace yourself, embrace the game too, because the game really is fantastic. The story, the overall art, the lore, the community, everything. Just take it all in and accept it for what it is, because this game really is fantastic, and it would honestly be a waste for you to rush the game so quickly and not take everything in. And really just absorb everything the game has to offer, because it really is a lot. This game has a ton of content, so again, just make sure you take your time and really get to know what you're using and what missions that you want to do, because it is a lot at first glance, what you might see, but it really is a fantastic way to really immerse yourself in something that you never really been a part of before. The second tip that I would like to go over is mainly around the controller settings, and what I mean by that is, in terms of mobile players, we have the option to either use a controller or use our fingers. And for me personally, I did wish I knew this earlier, but I do think using a controller is more sufficient in a way, because you are able to do more evasive maneuvers like console or PC or whatever like that. Maybe, I mean, if you use controllers on PC, that's kind of interesting, but I'm not going to judge you for that. But yeah, I do recommend using a controller if you do have one. If you don't have one, that's okay. The game is not unplayable without a controller, right? In my early videos, I was actually using my fingers itself, because I didn't know I could use my controllers for Warframe Mobile, right? I just thought it was just fingers only. So when I found out, I was ecstatic, of course, but you can use your fingers too. It depends on your play style and what makes you the most comfortable. But to me personally, I do think using the controller might be more sufficient in certain missions, especially those mastery tests, because good heavens, those for me, if I did them with my fingers, I would have lost. I'd still be at mastery 1. That's how bad it would be. Like, it's terrible. It does not work for me. But again, it just depends on how you feel in terms of being comfortable with the game. So if you want to use a controller, go right ahead. If you want to use your fingers, to go right ahead too. Either one works. So number 3, you want to make sure that your device is capable of handling Warframe Mobile. And what I mean by that is, I don't mean just in terms of downloading the game, I mean by running the game, because it takes a lot. The game, for me, I think it's like 13 gigabytes. That's a lot. That is literally a good portion of spaces for some phones or some devices in general, right? So we want to make sure it can actually run. So for Warframe Mobile, you do have the option to change your settings, your graphics and whatnot, and I'm pretty sure, obviously, the regular Warframe on console and PC have the same access too. But for mobile, you really want to pay close attention to what your graphics are. For me, my field of view is 120. I wish I knew that earlier, because I was playing at like field of view like 60 or something earlier, and it was really bad. It looked really bad. But now you can see everything, and I'm moving flawlessly for the most part. I do believe my FPS is at 60 right now. I could be wrong. I'll have to double check, but I do believe it's at that number. And I also believe that my graphics are on the highest setting as well. And the only reason why my settings are like that is because I know my iPad Air can handle that. So again, make sure you understand your device, you understand your space, you understand what graphics is able to be held, you understand how the field of view affects your device, how it looks on your device. That's important too, and also your FPS, right? It doesn't have to be at 60, right? It could be at 30. It doesn't take away anything. It might feel a little less smooth, but again, you're still playing the same game at the end of the day, right? So again, make sure you understand those heavy important criteria for running Warframe Mobile. The next point I would like to talk about is the star chart. Now, this is mainly just for Warframe beginners itself, but I do think it's very important because I myself was very, very, very lost. I was so lost. I was so lost on how to do it, because if you were able to see in my older videos, you would have saw that I was just playing the game planet by planet, and that's technically what it is, but I was doing it without the story, and doing it that way, I missed so much things that I wish I could have seen earlier. But I went ahead and did the planets by themselves, and it's not to say that you can't do that by yourself. If you want to, go right ahead. Who am I to stop you? But I do think without doing the star chart, it takes away a lot of the experience. I do believe after the first mission that they set you up with for the introduction, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, again, I'm still technically a beginner myself. I'm a 1 year in player of Warframe, so I don't know. I think it's called the Devuri something. It starts with the D, or Devuri. I think it's Devuri. But that's the first quest that pops up on the codex screen, and I do think that's a great way to start off Warframe itself, right? So definitely follow the star chart. Make sure you could do mission by mission. Some missions you're not going to want to do, like the Wave Rider. Everyone hates this mission. I don't know a singular person in Warframe in general who likes this mission, because they are all terrible. It was such a bad side mission. Like, and I know you don't have to do it, right? But like, if you want to beat all the quests, then that's something you're gonna have to do. But some missions you're not gonna like. That's the way it is. But again, follow the star chart, because that will definitely lead you to the proper direction that's doing planet by planet. Because I wish I knew it earlier, but again, I was still a beginner. I'm still a beginner now, but like, I do feel like I know more than I did before. But yeah, follow the star chart. It'll get you places. The next tip I would like to talk about is don't be afraid to watch Warframe videos about, how to get platinum, how to get certain types of Warframes, blueprints for Warframes, for weapons, for guns, for pets, for anything like that. Don't be afraid to watch it. Don't let your pride get in the way of watching those kind of videos. I know when I was starting out, like very, very starting out, like the first few weeks, I was very confused on how to do Warframe, but let my pride get in the way of it. So I didn't want to watch any videos. I was like, let me just find it out myself. And you know what got me? I was stuck for a while. I was not able to progress anywhere. My health was stuck for my health and armor were stuck at a very, very small point, save my damage. And I thought to myself, why is everyone so ahead of me and I'm so far behind? Until I caved in. One day I was like, you know what? Let's watch a Warframe video. Let's see what I'm doing wrong. And it turns out I didn't put any mods on the whole time. I thought mods were just whatever, but no, they're essential to you doing more damage and you building like a world-ending weapon in Warframe. They are so vital for you to use. So definitely do not hinder yourself when it comes to these Warframe videos, because there are a lot out there that are definitely able to help you. I wish I was able to make a more specific Warframe video, but since I'm a beginner, I don't want to lead anyone down the wrong path as well. I'm just making this for beginners like me who are just new to Warframe and Warframe Mobile too, right? So I want to make sure you guys are fairly well accustomed when you start the game, right? So again, make sure to watch some Warframe videos. It might be even better to watch them before you get the game, so that way you already know everything you have to do, you already know how to follow everything, and you won't be struggling when you first enter the game, right? Little cheat code, man. It's a little cheat. Like, I'm literally giving you guys like free game here. Like come on now. Like, I should be getting paid for this. The next tip I would like to discuss mainly pertains to the existing Warframe players. Recently, not too long ago, in a frequently asked question portion of the Warframe website, there was a question asking about whether the game will have cross-save on the platform. They said you could access your cross-platform save account on any platform. This will include PC, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X/S, and Nintendo Switch at launch. The iOS and Android versions of Warframe will also be compatible upon their release. So you will be able to cross-save your progress on any device. So whether that's your consoles, PC, or mobile, whatever account you have, you can save it across it, which is actually a fantastic thing, to be honest. The next part I would like to discuss kind of revolves around the first topic too. I really, really want to emphasize on taking your time and really enjoying the game, because this game, again, it has a lot to offer. It really does. The storytelling it has is fantastic. The best quest for me personally, I'll always say, it's the second dream. It's what really pulled me into Warframe and sold me, like, yeah, this is the quest. And I do want to give the Warframe team their credit for that, because they've been updating the story for quite a while now, right? This game is 10 years deep. So again, we got to give them their flowers, because the storytelling is fantastic. So when you're starting the game, really pay attention to the story that's being portrayed to you, because it's a lot, but it's honestly worth it. It really is. Except for the Wave Rider, that's never worth it. Let's not even talk about. It's not even a focal point on this video. I don't even want it to be a focal. I don't even want to be mentioned in this video, but like, here it is. Lastly, the main point I want to cover is to have fun. This game is about having fun. You don't have to become a sweat. I mean, if you want to, you can, but you might be questioned as to why. But again, have fun. This game, it really emphasizes on having fun. Being a space ninja pirate isn't easy, okay? So just take your time with things, have fun, play with other people. It's very fun to play with other people, actually. I strongly recommend it on certain missions, because there are some missions where they just absolutely kick your butt over and over again, like those tower missions where those aliens just come and just take your tower each time you leave it for 5 seconds. It's freaking annoying. But again, it's the little things that matter, right? So when you play with other people, you really get to, you can feel the community coming together to take down one common goal, and that is the aliens, the Grenier sometimes, or the Corpus, or, whoever, or Sipa Kra, or whatever her name is, I don't know. But yeah, no, again, just take your time, enjoy yourself, have fun. It's an amazing game. Really enjoy the game that you've been given, and just make do with what you got, obviously. With that being said, I'm gonna wrap it right here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this Warframe video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of Warframe Mobile, coming out next month, in the comment section below. If you have any tips that you would like to share amongst the Warframe community, but go ahead and drop some in the comments as well. If you'd like to add me as a friend on Warframe, you're welcome to do so. My name's at the top of the screen, like always. Or if you want to go in the past videos and add in there, you can too. With that being said, my name is LC. Have an amazing day. God bless, and I'll see you all in the next Warframe video.